for Kambosos, 27 for the younger Hitches, and 31 for Kambosos Jr., who hail from Australia, and Hitches from the United States of America. Let me start with you, Bernardo. This is the tail of the tape, where we are going to see these two crack boxers going at each other, but a lot of stake on Hitches because he is having the title and he is to defend that title against that animal, Kambosos Jr.
Well, good morning to you and good morning to my brother, Master Score Card Keeper. And
this one.
oh yes, it's true, Master Score Card Keeper. And you keep the dates and give us the updates. That is going to be a great fight, and that is what we expect as boxing lovers, to see the young coming and see the old also, mingling with them and then blending up with them and making sure that the boxing itself is at its peak. Richardson is coming up with a lot of expectation, and as a young boxer as he is, he has a lot of expectation, making sure that he holds the IBF title in the light welterweight division very well and keep it cool. Kambosos, we have seen him in the days where he was on top at the lightweight division, unifying all the weight until David Haney was able to demolish him at his own grounds and other things. You see, and the only American boxer that I see that he has defeated, that's Kambosos has defeated, is Teofimo Lopez. And HS is coming with a lot of young enthusiasm, young spirit, and it is going to use his advantage, his height advantage over Kambosos, because it is going to keep on his jab and bring his technical skills to bear, making sure that he fire all angles and all cylinders. And we know the aggressive nature of Kambosos. But then, look, it is no more aggressive than Lima Pero. Lima Pero gave HS a lot of pressure, but he was able to overcome him, as well as Jose Zapira. Jose Zapira also gave Richardson, but that is a text for him, and he was able to overcome this obstacle. So for me, I believe that facing the old Kambosos, it is going to be an easy fight for him. But look, he has to keep his job and keep moving as he has promised. And we believe that it's going to be a great fight, and we expect to see it.
Well, I'll come to you for you to give me who is going to win. Let me come to Derek. Derek, Kambosos Jr. Is looking to see if he can do what he did to Teofimo Lopez on Hitches. Do you think he's going to do that?
Well, that's a very difficult one. When you look at the tail of the tape, he might deceive you in a way. Kambosos, he's lost 3 there, but then when you go back and check, you realize that he's fought the cream de la cream. Lomachenko and then Henny twice within 6 months, back to back. He lost. I think the first one he did well. The second bad, and he lost completely to him. So the 3 you see there might not look like he is not that good. He's been there before. He's been at the highest level before. So he comes in very, very confident, thinking that yes, he has about 4 years more experience than Richardson, and he might want to use that. He is fast, but then like my brother rightly said, Richardson has the jab control, which he will use on the day. It's either going to be and the steel, the steel or and the new. And the new. Steel or the new. And I saw Richardson saying that it will still be and still. Right now, there's a lot at stake. I think that both have the ideas. It's more or less a 50-50 fight. If you look at Kambosos, he has not been that busy like Richardson, who I think if you look at the records, every 6 months he goes into fight. He is also he just recently won the belt. That is, I think, in December 2024.
Yeah.
So he's fresh. When you look at it, he's fresh. He's on. And when you look at age-wise, it's younger.
It's younger.
You understand? But then you cannot overrule. You cannot write off the speed of Kambuzi. He has the speed. I will not be able to confirm that number. It's somebody who, yes, like he said, he will be chasing you.
Chasing
the
you.
aggression.
He has that pressure.
The aggression will there. But then Richardson has proven that if you are, yes, by facing, I always say that his last two fights were the big fight of his life, and he was able to go through, stand. So now he's been there. He's fought great guy, fought and strong guys.
Yeah.
Comparatively to Kambosos. So
yeah.
He will not come into this fight thinking that, and if you listen to him, he said his dream is to fight where he's going to fight now. So a lot is at stake, and I think that if you ask me, it will be difficult for me to point to who win. It's still 50-50.
It's 50-50 for you. But you need to pick one.
It's still a 50-50. If Kambosos use his experience well,
okay,
he might come out with a shock. Don't forget, last time I was there, I told you that there will be a shocker, and there was a shocker. But looking at where it's in is now,
okay,
I think that he might want to be consistent, okay, and be in control. And
okay,
unfortunately for Kambosos, he's won against one American.
Okay.
He want to do rebranding.
He want to rebrand. But perhaps the one is going to use to rebrand will be a very difficult customer.
Very difficult one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Derek is going 50-50. Bernardo, I'm sure you're going to pick who's going to win.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know, the fight is going to travel to the distance.
Okay.
But Hutchinson is going to win by decision.
Wow.
Yes, I can give you the predictions. I can give you 116, 112. I mean, like that. I mean, you just mark it somewhere.
Now you have to add another name to your
prophet
CP01 Bernardo.
You can't take it away from the young.
When you learn like that, then you can just simply, especially when you want to be firm, you want to bring your knowledge in the game to play. These are some of the things you can do, and I think he's done that. When they were talking, I could see him looking critical at the training. When they were showing Richardson's training, I could see him say, I believe that I will be saying, all these things they use it.
Yes, I mean,
When you look at the gym, it's a complete gym. He has so many things he's using to improve on his speed, improve on his IQ, the eyes. You know,
stay in the socket and be able to move well. And you can see the hand speed too that he's using.
I can just see. So we need a lot too. We need a lot here. And for those of us in the boxing book, if you look at gyms like this,
somebody holding the IBF, you think, man, the IBF is not easy.
IBF is not
easy. That route, when you pass through IBF, that means that you need to fight consistently. Otherwise, I mean,
you will not keep the title.
You can't keep the title.
So that is coming from my two gentlemen here. Derek is saying it's going to be 50-50 because Kambosos Jr. is a different animal. HS has a lot to do to defend that title against Kambosos, but Bernardo is saying that, you know, HS is going to take it by decision, and he believes that he still wants to be in the game there. So now, let's see if we can go to the next thing on our board here, and we are going to talk about the update on the Nigerian boxer who passed away in Ghana here. So this is the update, and it is saying that the GBA Communication Directorate can report with certainty that at long last, the GBA President Abraham Kote Nikwe has secured the important report from the Ministry of Health to complete the documentation process and proceeded immediately to Kotoka International Airport to settle the following for the repatriation of Gabriel Oluwasegun next week, Tuesday, June 17, 2025, barring any unforeseeable circumstance. And those are the charges there. But I'm privileged to have Mohammed Amin Alamte. He is the PRO for the Ghana Boxing Authority, and he is going to throw more light on the updates so far on the Nigerian boxer. Mohammed, sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, how are you doing?
We thank God we are surviving.
Nice one, nice one. We thank you that you've gotten time for us on the Boxing Arena show on Max Television. So what we want to know is for you to throw more light on the update so far concerning the Nigerian boxer, how he will be lifted to his home country, and what are the other things that we need to know so far.
First of all, thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate this call. Good morning to you, your production team, viewers, and listeners. Yes, we've gone through a very, very difficult time. For the first time in the history of Ghana boxing, a boxer passed away, something I describe as occupational hazards. All of us have picked some lessons from what happened. We've gone through the process. The Ghana Boxing Authority took up the responsibility because Osibo Boxing Management is a licensee and on a very, very good standing. So it means that GBA has no any option than to play a major role in trying to go through the process of repatriating the boxer to his home country, Nigeria. We've gone through the process over the past 2 months. He was kept in the mortuary. Autopsy was done. We had the police reports. We have the court, reports. We've gone to the Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Health, Nigeria High Commission. We went to the cargo section of Kotoka International Airport. Everything has been done. So far, so good. We had everything smoothly. We had wanted to fly him today to Nigeria, but the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, in collaboration with the families of the late boxer, suggested that we should rather send him to his home country on Tuesday. So, NY, where we have reached now is that everything is set. We paid for everything, and we are ready to airlift him to Lagos, Nigeria on Tuesday. He will leave the Kolebu Teaching Hospital latest by 5:30. By 6 a.m. in the morning, we should be at the Kotoka International Airport. That is according to the cargo section. Then the flight will leave Accra around 9. It will actually went through Lome. It will be in Lome for some time. Latest by 3 p.m. it should be in Lagos with the body. And I know by that time, the Nigerians will be ready to have the body. Information we've also gathered indicates that the relatives have decided not to waste time. As soon as the body gets to them, they will just take him home to do some 1 or 2 rituals and straight away send him to the graveyard for the interment or the burial. So the GBA bought coffin. It cost the GBA almost about 3,000 Ghana. We also bought the burial garment. That cost the GBA about 500 Ghana. For over 2 months that he was preserved in the mortuary, the GBA paid 8,000 Ghana. For the flights, $1,000. For the custom charges, GBA paid 5,000. So when it comes to the document, we've almost had about 12 documents. In total, we've spent almost about 10,000 Ghana. Osibo, who is the promoter who bought the boxer here in Ghana, from the beginning of the processes and autopsy, he also spent almost about 10,000 Ghana. So, NY, we will come up with the full details of what I'm trying to bring out, just trying to inform your viewers and our listeners that all these costs that I just brought out were actually borne by the Ghana Boxing Authority and the promoter. There's no any support from the government. There's no support from the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. This was done by the GBA and the promoter. So now everything is set, and on Tuesday, the boxer will be airlifted to his home country, Nigeria, for a befitting burial.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amin Lamte, for throwing more light on the update of the Nigerian boxer. Thank you very much for having time for us to give us the update on Boxing Arena. Thank you very much, sir. So that is it on the update of the Nigerian boxer, and you heard from the PRO of the Ghana Boxing Authority, and he's saying that all those costs was made by the GBA, and the promoter Osebo also had his share of a payment there. And so far so good, and I'm just glad to hear that at long last, hopefully on the 17th of June, then the Nigerian boxer's body will be carried to his hometown so that they can also continue what they need to do there with the family and even the Nigerian supporters and the boxing board there as well. Gentlemen, a quick one on the updates on the Nigerian boxer. Let me start with you, Bernardo.
Well, kudos to the GBA, kudos to the PRO of the GBA for doing a great job making sure that communication is more descent to the less privileged people who did not have the opportunity. And this is what communication is all about. Those who matters and those who love boxing should understand what is really happening. And they've done a great job looking at the money that they have put in and other things. And Osibo himself putting in a lot of money. I mean, without government support, Charlie, it is bad. The government should also look at it if there's something that they can do. Because this is internally generated fund that they have gathered to make sure that we give our brother, the boxer, a befitting burial. Exactly. And it is excellent work that they have done. So kudos to them.
Kudos to them. Derek.
Well, it's just unfortunate that somebody came to work and at the end is going back not alive. It's so, in fact, I feel for the family. If you've heard the wife complaining, I believe that in the next few days, she will see the husband, no matter how lifeless he was, and then at least we give him a befitting burial, and then we will look forward. I think it's a learning ground for everybody. And I think that the kind of changes when Pole died in football, there were changes. I believe that the kind of changes that is coming, we all as a stakeholder embrace that. It shouldn't be business as usual. You must not be blaming anybody when the kind of the changes are brought to bear according to the various reviews that has been done. I think we must all embrace and see. At times some of these things are unfortunate, but it helps us to grow whatever we are doing.
Well, so that is it for the first part of the Boxing Arena show, and we'll be getting into the second part. But let me tell you this, this tonight at the Bukom Boxing Arena, something big is going to happen there. And I'm talking about the battle of the Beast Bill, where we are going to see exciting matchups. So if you are hearing this for the first time, then I want you to know that tonight at the Bukom Boxing Arena, I don't know how to call it, but it is going to be the Legacy Rise in collaboration with American Promotion, and they are presenting something big tonight at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we are back, we'll descend right into it.
Don't forget, last time I was there, I told you that there will be a shocker, and there was a shocker. But looking at where it's is now, I think that he might want to be consistent and be in control. And unfortunately for Kambusu, he's one against one American.
He wants to do rebranding.
He wants to rebrand. But perhaps the one is going to use to rebrand will be a very difficult customer.
Very difficult one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Derek is going 50-50. Bernardo, I'm sure you're going to pick who's going to win.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know, the fight is going to travel to the distance.
Okay.
But HSN is going to win by decision.
Wow.
Yes, I can give you the predictions. I can give you 116, 112. I mean, like that. I mean, you just mark it somewhere.
Now you have to add another name to your
prophet
CP01 Bernard.
You can't take it away from the young.
When you learn like that, then you can just simply, especially when you want to be firm, you want to bring your knowledge in the game to play.
A quick commercial break. This is Boxing Arena on Max Television. My name is Yaw Takyi Anderson. Now let's get into business, and I'm talking about the Battle of the Beast bill that will be happening at the Bukum Boxing Arena tonight. And I'm talking about exciting about that will be happening there. But let's give props to Legacy Rise Promotion in collaboration with American promotion, and they are bringing this big thing in Ghana here. The likes of American will be here, the likes of Anthony Joshua, the likes of big dignitaries will be there tonight at the Bukum Boxing Arena. But let me just you a little bit of what will happen. I have a video of the Battle of the Beast. Let's go watch it. So that is it, the Battle of the Beast there, and it's going to happen tonight at the Bukum Boxing Arena. It's going to be live on Max Television and live on Adepa Channel 247 on the Star Times decoder. Now let's get into it and let's dissect the full card of the Battle of the Beast bill. So that is where we have the WBC Africa title, which is going to see Tabiti taking on Dixon there. And we have the co-main events there, where it's going to see Daniel Gosh and Theophilus Alote battling it out in the WBO Africa title. Then we also have another co-main event, who is going to see Brandon Glanton taking on John Napari. Oh, wow. We have another one, O'Hara Davis taking on Mohamed Alisani. We have another Ghana national title, where it's going to see Haruna Mohammed taking on Ahmed Abdullah. And we have Abdul Khan taking on Joseph Saki. We also have the undercard up there that we want to see. We're seeing the likes of Abu Kamoko, who will be taking on Stephen Akon there, and that is going to be one interesting matchup where people would like to see what is going to be the outcome, because Abu Kamoko is saying that he's going to teach Stephen Akon some lessons there. We have the press video of that particular bout, but Latte will be taking on De Freitas, and the Latte brother will be taking on Osman there, and we have Ashley taking on Rosenoff. So this is the undercard for you. Interesting matchup on the Battle of the Beast bill. Now we have the press video of Abu Kamoko and Stephen Akon. Let's go and listen and watch what these two guys have to say.
Good afternoon to everyone. Right there. I can't tell you one year, Dana Joy. Abu Netashi, this is the first time he visit Canvas. A right to name a right if you are calling. You know the bar. Each to form. Right if you money. Niage Ibaya down. Fuka can you feel? Abu nke ofefu. O first time. O le ba pele la. Cosmo, o papa nindi, afio nindi no ke game. No ni ma ke aboji. Prepare more Ojogba. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Right there. Right there. Stephen Uncle, you said you will beat me. And I want to tell you that me Tilapia, I'm coming to beat you with only two things, which is training and experience. Because this coming 30th June, I'm coming to deliver new album in Ghana Boss. So I'm expecting everyone to come to the Google Boss. I can see you too. This opponent, I'm going to lash his ass.
Man, you know, Abu Kamoko is another institution on his own, and he calls himself the ambitious tilapia. But we're going to see how ambitious it's going to be when he faces off Stephen Akon. I'll come to my gentleman, but I want to do this quick one. And, you know, there is another WBO Africa title where you're going to see Daniel Gosh taking on Theophilus Alote. This is a bout where a lot of eyes are going to be on because these two boxers are unbeaten and are undefeated. So a lot of stakes is on this particular fight. Theophilus Alote is coming from the Wisdom Gym camp where Dr. Oforia Sare is the coach. Daniel Gosh is coming from the Bronx camp where Coach Carl Loco is there. We have the press of Daniel Gosh and Theophilus Alote.
Give thanks to the Almighty God and shower power for this kind of opportunity to give us to fight on the platform. Yeah. No man talk here. I'm not gonna say much over here. On the 13th, I'm gonna prove to all Ghanaians what I can do. So I want to tell them Gosh to remind him that today and tomorrow will be his last day for owning the WBO Africa title. Today and tomorrow will be his last day for owning the WBO title. So I want him to be sure.
I think it's clear. You can see the confidence of my boxer. He has been around. He has seen the world. He has been part of the Olympic team, and he has won medals also for Ghana. And he wants to prove himself. He is the right person to hold that title, and the time has come. So no mercy is ready for it, and it's clear he's going to do it. But there's one thing that I wanted to talk about. It's not about insults. It's not about insults. It's about performance. It's about performance. It's not about insults. And so what I wanted to talk about is also some of the referees who are also going to be part of this exposure. They must also comport themselves. I'm sorry they are not here, but I think this is the time for the referees and the judges also to show something good for Ghana, because they don't have to come there and mess things up. They must be able to come up and then prove themselves so that everything will be clear.
Thank you. But finally,
that I will be the next Ghanaian boxer to win a world title for Ghana. So no one is going to stop me from winning for world title. So then Gosh, I'm going to teach him a lesson. He hasn't fight any good boxer like me. If it comes to boxing, I'm more skillful. I have more IQ more than him. He doesn't fight boxing. He's a fighter. I am a boxer. So right now, if they are mentioning youngest good boxers, I don't take him back, but he doesn't fight boxing. He's a fighter. Yeah, so you have to aware. I'm gonna teach him a very lesson.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, first of all, I want to give thanks to God Almighty and my fans. Like, I keep on laughing and I always go to laugh. And this is boxing. Everybody's going to talk his mind, but they are going to left only me and you in the ring, and that day we will see what is going to happen. This is not about you talking or doing much talking or conference. We are not talking about amateur. This is a professional. So that day, I'm waiting for that D-Day. That D-Day on the 30th. And I want to thank the best promoter in Ghana, Sharaf Mama. And like you always know, come on. I don't want to say much, but we're all waiting for that day. Yeah, I don't want to say much. I don't have much to say. And I want to give thanks to my team and my coach. We are coming in and they will not be believing. Hot fire. This, come on. No fear, no. This is hottest and hot fire. You are all going to see that day. This is how about you talking. You.
Thank you.
That he deserves. Meeting him on arrival is the Director General of the National Sports Authority, Mr. Yaw Takyi, together with a delegation from the National Sports Authority. Now this signifies his coming to Ghana at an opportune time, a very good time where Legacy Rise Promotions, ably headed by Sharaf Mahama, is putting up a boxing fiesta at the Bukom Boxing Arena. This is called the Battle of the Beasts, and it has some interesting bouts lined up for tonight. We are encouraging one and all to stay tuned to Max TV this morning, right through the evening, deep into the night, when we bring you the action from the Bukom Boxing Arena. Currently, the cultural group will do a little